got anything specific, Studio, that you want to go over tonight?
You know, it's been a long week, and I was going to put something together, or at least think about it, but I haven't, unfortunately.
Hey, Mars. I know the
Hey, what's going on?
I'm actually in the same boat. It's been a very hectic, busy work week, and I haven't had time to put anything together myself, so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and host it and see what everybody brings to the table, and we'll go from there. Let's see, we'll do River City. Okay, 20 minutes. Alright, sent you guys invites, and send one to DeGoss, because he wants to join us too. We could just practice sparring if you want. You could practice identifying and targeting components and maneuvering and shielding and whatnot. Degas said he's probably going to join us, so we'll give it just a couple minutes, see if he and anybody else wanders in.
User joined your channel.
Greetings.
Hey,
Hey,
Degas. So we were just talking about what we're going to cover, and I haven't really had time to prepare anything this week, so I was wondering if you guys had any ideas, anything you guys want to go over tonight. Any takers?
Man, I don't have anything specific. I just need to play more and get better at doing this. I've clawed myself up from the basement of Tier 5 to up into the penthouse, but we're still lacking.
So would you like to practice sparring then, fighting one-on-one and torso twisting to shield?
That'd be great for me. I got a good rec for that.
Okay, let's do that then.
Can we all gang up and try to kill Nightmare?
If you guys want, we can do that. You'll have to fight me one at a time. Or 3-on-1 could work, although that's a big weight advantage.
That'd make us feel bad if you beat us all.
One of us has to be able to get him.
Alright, 3 versus 1. As soon as we launch, we start. Sound good?
Alright.
Okay, if he beats us, we do never speak of this.
That's right, it never happens.
Probably. I'd have to get really lucky to do that.
Except, of course, Nightmare will post video
Well, yeah,
Of
we
his-
post a video.
of his victory.
This is part of our training night. All the videos always get posted. About the only way I would win if you guys came up one at a time. But if you guys work on angles, attacking from angles, there's not really nothing I can do. Because no matter how I turn, there's always going to be somebody in my rear. You know what I
Reactor
mean?
online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
infamous River City. Yes.
Big pardon? Where is red team? Where is red team?
I can hear him, but I don't see him anywhere.
Be very, very quiet.
Oh no.
No, I don't like the way this goes.
I was rewatching the Assault Bash video, whatever, or maybe it was Heavy Bash, I don't remember, and I'm chanting that very, very quiet while hunting your rabbit. That was kind of funny. I thought I was toast at that point because I had somebody behind me, but they didn't push. If they had pushed, it would have been 2 versus 1. You guys would have smoked me. Instead, they decided to be opportunistic and wait, and it didn't work out. I can see like almost the whole map, and I don't even see you guys.
Good.
This is rather surprising. I only go like 50 kph, so I mean it's not like I'm moving that fast.
Target acquired.
Oh, I saw one. So Studio does not have his ECM skill maxed out. Be careful not to get too far from cover. Oh crap, I stepped off the wall. I can't get back up where I want to fight. That was a mistake on my part.
An Atlas DDC, apparently.
You don't like the Ninja Atlas?
Yeah. Do it.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Studio did a check on his 6. Good job, Studio. This is gonna hurt.
Critical. Override engaged. New target acquired. New target acquired. Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Override shutdown.
Cool shot to Dom.
Critical. Left torso critical damage. Critical. Override shutdown. Left arm destroyed.
Control the surface.
Good fight.
Anyone read?
Good job of getting behind me like that. Do you have jump jets on your Marauder? Whoever it was that was behind me?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I kept getting stuck on all the buildings.
See, that was my mistake. When I thought I saw you slip off the wall, and I discounted you, I was like, okay, it's going to take him a few seconds to walk all the way around. Then you started hammering me from the rear, and I was like, crud, he had jump jets.
Yeah, I just ran around the corner.
Oh, you did? Wow, you moved a lot faster than I thought you would. Good fight. Studio, good job checking your 6. I was sneaking up going, here comes the Ninja Atlas, going to core him out.
I'm like, where did he go? He was right here.
Yeah, the studio
he's
does a
behind
crazy
us.
Ivan. He just stops and turns around. I'm like, crud. He saw me on right here in the open, too. No cover.
I've been watching you long enough.
Oh, my. Yeah, that's true. You know I like to circle around and sneak up. Good fight. All right, you guys want to go again? I'm going to present a different challenge this time.
All right.
That was
Alrighty.
tank. Now we're going to go speed. You guys have to find and kill me while I'm using the speed. Sound like a good challenge?
Sure.
Okay. So anything on that last match that you guys want to talk about before we drop? Any questions, do's or don'ts? Anything you guys are curious about? Okay. When I disappeared from your guys' screens, what I had done was I had shot Studio, and I moved towards Studio while he moved to my left. Then I doubled back and faked in the other direction and looped all the way around behind you guys. And I could see you while you guys were looking for me, standing around where I had been positioned. I just kept moving in a circle all the way around and up behind you. If Studio hadn't double checked your guys' 6, I would have walked right up that ramp behind you, dropped down, and cored one of you out from the rear.
Roger.
So good job checking the 6, Studio. You saved the team and sacrificed your right arm and shoulder to do it.
Oh, we.
I don't like the new cool shot cooldown. I kept going, come on, hurry up, recharge, because it kept overheating while fighting you guys. And I'm sitting there going, I can't take 2 Marauders out without another cool shot. But then it was too late because you guys took my left torso. So good job picking the left torso too, by the way. Most of my firepower is on the left side. Most people will go for the AC-20 thinking it's the big gun, but actually the SRMs have a higher DPS and a bigger alpha than the AC-20 does. So good job with that.
Good to know.
I just shot it because my weapons are on the right side. That was the side that was to me.
That's left torso in the Atlas. If it's running like 3 or 4 SRM systems is what you want. Because that if you're running 3 6s or 4 4s or 4 6s, you know, you're going to run 16 to 20 SRMs, which is basically the same, pretty much the same thing as an AC-20 round, but they recharge much faster, so the DPS is higher. Also, since you can get the high explosive warhead and all that stuff, they do a lot more crit damage, which makes them a little more dangerous in the long run. Alright, here we go. So that match was about me moving around at 100 tons to slug it out. This one's going to be more about fighting on equal footing in terms of heavies. But I'm going to be moving much faster than you guys. So you're going to have to track me down. It's going to be more about a herding action for y'all to herd me into each other and pin me in so you guys can kill me.
Hit him up. Move him out.
Yep. Also, I was torso twisting a good bit, but you guys did a good job of holding your fire and waiting for me to twist back around to shoot so that you guys could shoot the weakened torso. A lot of people just hammer away and never let off the firing studs, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But you guys were being very selective with your shots, so that was good.
Sensors online. Weapons online.
Yep, we're just hitting you from two sides with that heavy Gauss, trying to, drill all the way through.
I felt it. AC-20 on one side, heavy Gauss on the other. I was thinking, man, Studio was a little out of position there at the end, but he couldn't really help it because I picked a spot that limited y'all's approach, and he didn't really have a good clear shot since your Marauder was in the way and the bridge was also partially blocking him.
I could just see your feet.
I could see your feet too, actually. The AC-20, I was like, Studio's there. I should cool off, but I'm going to poke him in the toe.
So, fast heavy, huh? So that means Nightmare's taking his linebacker.
You got it. Tanky, fast, wonky hitboxes, good range, and it won the heavy bash. No ACM though, that's a downside. I thought about taking my Hellbringer since it has ECM, but opted not to. It's not that fast.
That's a good idea. You want to go go to the water?
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Oh, there he is. F4, thereabouts.
Miss. F5. Hit. F6. Hidden song.
You
Got my 2 feet
sunk my battleship.
I'm trying to figure out a way to replicate Battleship with the sector grid and with battle mechs. Then I thought, well, BattleTech's already pretty much out. Might as well just wait for BattleTech.
Yeah, that would have been a good game to play with Long Toms and Mech Warrior 4.
Yeah, it would have been. Move to this grid and fire at that grid. Or have everybody strip all the armor off their mechs and just run air strikes and RD strikes. So move to that grid and put a strike in that grid. Be kind of a short game. Either you run through all your strikes in this, or you kill everybody really quickly. Steve, you're not watching this on Twitch and then also on the game.
Dude, got him on the seismic.
No,
Four corner.
that's too much of a delay.
That might be a little broken if you were. It probably wouldn't matter though. I got a delay on there. So who's in the green Marauder? Is that Mars?
No, it's
I'm in the pretty one.
So just Aussie off Marauder.
yeah, mine's just the plain Jane.
Same before.
The one who are you trying to shoot my heavy weapon off?
New target acquired. Override engaged.
Well, I've split them up. One marauder went left and the other two on the right, so now I have one less foe to deal with at the moment. Temporarily, though. Back shortly. Run. It's all about keep away. Can I keep away? Ooh, that was a solid hit on my left foot torso. Can't take another one like that. Can I keep away long enough to whittle them down, or will they hem me in and deal enough damage at range of those PPCs to get me? That is the question.
Target acquired.
Alright.
Kids do this.
Heat level critical. Override
Blow
shutdown.
up on me, Mac.
Left torso critical damage.
Keep moving. Can't catch up. Good job, studio, interdicting me like that. If I go. Rock tennis.
New target acquired.
For the legs, smart, very smart. Can you keep up? That is the question.
New target acquired. Target
Only half of
destroyed.
the enemies remain. The jaws of defeat are closing in around us.
Here's their
Ouch.
strategist. He knows how I like to fight, so he's probably their most valuable member in terms of thinking how I'm going to fight to counter me.
Target acquired.
Brave Bunny comes to fight me solo.
Heat level critical.
I screwed
Override
up. Should've
shutdown.
saved a cool shot, but I overheated. Had to use it. I should disappear into the city. To try to double it back. Let's see if we can make it. Great, let's see. So far, so good. You guys are whittling me down bit by bit. Studio, you pegged me good right up here at Fox 4. I was thinking I was being sneaky. I was just Riders too far back. I'm like, oh crap, Studio guessed right where I was going. You really have watched me too much on Twitch, haven't you? It's like you know what I'm doing before I even know what I'm doing sometimes. Should have disappeared from the screen. I hope. I don't like to return to ground I've already covered, but there is also the strategic effect of doubling back and going where they don't expect you to be. So we'll try it and see what happens. Of course, if one of them just sits at the citadel and waits while the other hunts, they have a much better chance of catching me. In this case, staying as a group won't benefit them as well, because I can outrun both. But if they spread out a bit, they cover, or they increase the area that they cover, and decrease the area I have to run to escape into. Into which I can escape. Pardon me, ending the sentence with a position. How dare I? Off the dock I go. Left torso's pretty banged up. A lot of cool shots. So let's be very, very careful, very judicious. Okay, nobody's watching this side. Studio had the best judgment out of the group so far. Unfortunately, his Hellburner was not a good match for my linebacker. If he had been in a similar mech, I probably would have fared much worse than that. And quite possibly could have died. Or the blip, but I didn't see it. Basically just doubling back over the dash course that they have. They have a mech dash. Of course, there's no telling where they are, because just as they have lost me, I have in turn lost them. So I actually need to be careful that I'm not putting my back to them up here, because they might have, instead of catching my double back, I thought, oh, we'll go check the other half of the city where we were earlier. They might have just kept moving over here, in which case they can be popping up behind me at any moment. So I really need to sweep the upper part of the city to make certain that I'm not leaving, to make certain that I'm not leaving myself open. But that does not seem to be the case. So where did they go? Most interesting. So interesting indeed. Well, I did not mean to lose you guys like this. I meant to keep tabs on you while I ran away, and somehow I lost you completely. I can't find you.
That's okay, we lost you too.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought they were going to be right here, right over here. And they're not, so not only did I fake them out, but they faked me out. Now neither side knows where the other was at. This just makes it more interesting. I don't even know how badly damaged you guys are. I haven't been able to get a good readout of your paper doll yet. All I know is I shot one of your mechs in the CT a couple times. That's about it. Alright, I do need 5.
Well, you owe me a paint job, let's put it that way.
7 minutes left for the match. I hate to stand in the open like this to draw fire, but I need to find them. So if I can't see them, I need them to see me. This is strange. Where are you guys? I've literally run all the way around the map, and I can't find you.
See, there's a downside to being so fast.
Yeah, I mean, I literally ran all the way around the map, and I still can't find you. You guys get back in your dropship and leave or something?
We parked.
Well, we're not in G5, I'll tell you that.
We found a cantina. We just parked our mechs and got out.
Is it playing Moss Eyes music?
Hey,
Let's find them. we would use each other this much. Did this completely. Not on this map. But then again, there are a lot of structures.
That's a great map for skirmishing.
Yeah, it is.
Actually, I'm really sad that all the, the quick play matches all seem to go down to the Citadel, because that's really the worst place to have any fights.
Yeah. People just are very simplistic in their play styles. They just think, move to the same spot, fight in the same spot, do it over, and then they complain. But if you get a big enough group going, you guys can go do other stuff, force them into awkward positions on that they didn't even know existed because they are so used to fighting the same way. But most people just fight the same point. PGI started making maps to accommodate that too, which makes it even worse. Why didn't he show me radars? Where'd he go? I saw him. I'm running around like a dinosaur and then he disappeared on me.
God, I just saw you and you disappeared.
I was thinking the same thing. I saw one of you lumbering down the street like a T-Rex. I was like, I'll sneak up behind him. And then when I got there, you were gone. I was like, where'd he go? He's not that fast. This is freaky. I know you're like within the same sector I'm in. I can't find you even so.
When we were doing the dash on this map, it took me an embarrassing amount of time to find all the mechs on this thing, because some of them are like in out of the way corners.
Yeah, some of them
Like,
are.
this is a big, crazy map.
I literally saw one of you like 500 meters away from me, and I ran over to the spot. You were going down the street. It was DeGoss's Marauder, and I was like, he's going down the street. There's no outlets. I'll run right up behind him and shoot him in the butt. And I got there, and he wasn't there. And I ran around all 4 of the local city blocks in that sector and couldn't find him. It's like he vanished off the face of the earth. I didn't think his Marauder moved that fast.
It doesn't.
Mars. You guys have a solid read on me. I was wondering where Mars had disappeared to.
Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. Large pulse laser destroyed. Heatsink destroyed. New target acquired. New target acquired.
I'm stuck. He overheated. I'm stuck.
Critical damage. Destroyed. Critical damage.
Good shot.
Good fight. I saw you start to shut down. I'm like, ooh, he's shutting down. I can get a cockpit. And I got hung up on the corner. I was like, I can't clear the corner to get my guns up there. I'm like wiggling back and forth on the stupid corner of the wall. That was a good fight.
Oh, we spotted you, and DeGauss went left, I went right, then we circled that building. When I saw DeGauss and hadn't seen you, I'm like, oh no.
I was like, how did we miss
He's
him?
behind me.
Yeah.
Well, I want to say kudos to Studio. because he repeatedly and reliably outguessed me. I would do things, and he was waiting for me when I got there. So I think that was pretty remarkable. And obviously the two Marauders were ridiculously tanky and had lots of firepower that hurt a lot. I'm going to have to take that out of your paychecks to fix my mech now. But,
We're even because we need paint jobs now.
I couldn't even really do that much damage to you guys. I only opened one torso on one of you guys, and that was it. So
Yeah, you opened up my torso. We actually ran right into each other, and I shot my lasers. I didn't have time to hit you with my heavy Gauss. And then as I was going around the corner, I saw your arm laying there. I was like, oh, we did some damage.
Yeah, we turned the corner at the same time and walked right into each other, and you hit me with what felt like an alpha. You definitely rocked me. I don't know if you fired your Gauss or not, or if you didn't bother to charge it, but maybe it was just the component loss rocking my mech. But you took my left arm and left torso with that shot.
No, I think that was just medium lasers. That must have been softened up from Mars.
Well,
I mean,
was very
Studio.
soft. Studio also put a lot of damage into that torso when I fought him earlier. He got ahead of you guys and got ahead of me and met me. And we went round and round for a second. I took his torso, but he almost took my torso, and then I ran again because you guys were coming up in the Marauders. Alright, so general thoughts. I think you guys did a good job torso twisting Studio. You did a really good job guessing and strategizing. I would say on your torso twist, you might want to wiggle a bit more. One thing I noticed that as I was fighting you was you torso twisted to protect your damaged front torso, but you didn't torso twist completely perpendicular to me. I could still shoot past your arm to hit that front side torso to do a damage to it. So you might want to try wiggling a little bit to help absorb damage with that left arm.
Okay.
Other than that, though, really good performance, guys. I would say you may want to spread out a bit more. Studio did that, and I did tear into him a bit, but if the two Marauders had also been spread out some, then one of them could have probably got to help him a bit faster, and you guys probably could have pinned me down right there and finished me.
We were both on the way for sure, but we are too slow. It was over by the time
fought, you guys were pretty close together, and as a result, you had to move together. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
If you guys each took a different sector, spread out like a long, thin skirmish line, then one-on-one, it would have been a difficult fight, but you guys would have been in this picket line, this net, where you guys could draw the net tighter, and if I tried to run, I had to get past another fresher mech. And that
Mars and I were the rooks.
Do what?
That Mars and I were the rooks.
Pretty much, yeah. It would have been a lot harder for me to slip through the net, so to speak. But good fight. Overall, that was a good round. I told you guys I wasn't going to get all three of you. I mean, you guys are like, he's going to kill us. I was like, no, I'm not. I'm not that good. But let's see. Anything else you guys want to cover? Any concepts other than hunting or torso twisting? Any questions on game mechanics?
The biggest problem I get in still is getting strung out with my group and going around the corner and walking into half the enemy team. I just don't seem to predict where they're going to be very well.
Your best bet for that is going to be to keep a very close eye on your minimap so you can watch your team. It's easy to lose sight of it as you're fighting, but you almost always have to have one eye peeled watching that minimap. If you can keep track of the minimap, then you won't really have to worry about getting too far ahead or too far behind and then having to fight the whole team on your own. At the same time, if you're going around corners, it's always better to peek the corner before you run around it. Or if you're in a pug match, let one of the pugs go around the corner first and then see if he dies or not. But I never go charging around a corner without peeking it first in a regular 12v12 match, because you never know what's waiting around the corner. I'll run up, I'll stop at the corner, I'll peek and rock back real fast, and if it was clear, I'll go charge around the corner full speed and head for the next point of cover or whatever my objective is.
I guess that that's probably what I need to do is start looking at it from moving from cover to cover instead of just I pursue, you know.
Right, and it's easy to get lost in that pursuit, in that attempt to nail down your target. But you also have to be able to let the target go. I mean, like, I love getting kills. I am a kill junkie on this game, but a lot of times, if you guys notice, there are matches where I have high damage and low to no kills. Just because I lay into something and start ripping it apart, and enemies come in or it runs away or something, and I have to back off and let it go. Because it's more important to survive and then continue to deal damage over time during the match than it is to secure that kill at that moment.
Yep, I was getting in trouble trying to go help people.
Yeah, sometimes...
Trying to support my team, and I don't know, they're doing something dumb, and then I end up getting killed.
Exactly, and this was pet peeve that Night Fury had with me, because he would get mad in some of our matches. There's even videos I've got up there where it wasn't the reason why I put the video up, but you can hear us talking about it, and he'll start fussing at me over it. But he would want us to go help somebody, or he would want us to wait for a single assault mech before we moved. He was very cautious, overly cautious in my opinion. And I'm sitting there going, let's just cut the assault mech off and just go. I mean, we have speed and momentum on our side. If we wait, then we're giving the enemy control of the fight, and we're not even in a good position to defend, so let's go, you know? The assault mech's just going to have to fend for itself. He shouldn't have brought something that slow to a team game, you know what I mean? He's dragging the whole team down. And Fury would get angry with me. And, you know, there's two sides of the coin. On one side, yeah, it's good to wait, support the mech, and make sure all 12 of you are there, and definitely you want to have that assault's firepower, but at the same time, is waiting on one mech worth jeopardizing the early initiative? And I personally don't believe it is. On a different note, like what you're talking about, somebody runs off on their own, gets trapped, and starts screaming for help. A lot of the prima donna 4 mites do that, and you know, you want to go help them because they're on your team, but you gotta ask the question, is it worth it to go help them? Is it worth the risk of losing 2 mechs instead of 1? Because you don't know what they're fighting necessarily. If you're lucky, they've locked their target, but that doesn't mean it's the only target. And most of the time, they won't communicate. They just start demanding that you help them. So you have to ask: is it a good idea to weaken your defensive line or offensive line, depending on which one you're doing at the time, to go help somebody who wasn't smart enough to stay with the group, or do you stay where your firepower is really needed and press the advantage while they're down a mech or 2 chasing your squirrel?
Right, or somebody's capturing the base and they're like, hey, some light, go back there. And then you go back there and you're like, oh, crap.
Exactly. Now, if they are on the base, sending 1 light mech back is not a bad idea. That is something I support. But that light pilot then has to be good enough to know how to fight multiple enemies at the base and know how not to get killed and how to delay them. He's going to have to know how to use cover and use the terrain to his advantage. And
yeah, I finally figured that out today, because I'd always try to get in the circle, and then I'm in there with them, and they can trap me, you know.
Oh, no, you don't have to get in the circle.
Right, so I figured, so today I stayed under cover and just shot them so that they couldn't capture.
Exactly, that's all you got to do. You just stay at range, and you use the cover, and you just shoot them one time, doesn't matter which one, and it stops the whole cap for the whole group. That's all you got to do. But my personal philosophy is, you have a nucleus. That is the team. It might be 8 mechs, might be 10 mechs, but your nucleus is your largest concentration of mechs that are moving together and firing together. Your outriders, your mechs that are doing their own thing, the pilots that are either scouting or they're sniping or they don't know what they're doing and they're off in left field, you know, for whatever reason they're not with your death ball, they're not with the nucleus of the team. You have to cut those mechs loose. If they get into trouble, you can't jeopardize the entire team to try to save 1 mech. He's off on his own, he knew the risks, he's in trouble, he's got to deal with it on his own. Now, if your team is close enough that you can death ball over there and save him, then it is, you know, something that you can definitely go do. But if he's halfway across the map or something, then it's not worth stringing your whole team out into a long conga line trying to get there to save him, and it's definitely not worth cutting 1 or 2 mechs off with the unknown risk of what's going to happen to them, and you risk all of a sudden losing almost a whole lance or something. So it's, in my opinion, it's better just to cut off that limb, so to speak, and that you can save the body.
Because you're not really losing Private Ryan. It is a game.
Exactly.
He'll be back on the next one.
Right. We'll be back. He's not going to have to pay any repair or rearm fees. Nothing is lost. And you just might win the match by not throwing everything on the table in your attempt to save one guy that may or may not really benefit the match. Now for TBRN pilots, unit pilots, I'll try to do that just because we're a unit, and I'll do my best to keep everybody together and to keep everybody safe, and I'll move to help other people that get engaged, but to a certain extent I also can't throw my mech away. So if somebody does get cut off, I'll try to move to support them, but I'll do it from a midpoint between the team and them. I won't go past the point of return because I have to be able to get back to help the team. And I'll try to provide that covering fire so they can retreat. But ultimately, we should never be in that situation. Our unit should be a tight cluster at all times, moving and shooting as one. Ideally. Anyhow, any other questions or comments?
No, not really.
Okay.
On another subject, has everybody here looked at the charity brawl posting?
I tried to find it. I couldn't find it at least on the MWO site.
Okay, it's on the. Well, I put up a link on the. Oh God, what is that one? Upcoming Ventures. There's a link for it, but if you go to the forum, it's in the off-topic and then community-run events.
Yeah, I went to off topic. I couldn't find community-run events.
Here you go.
But I'll go look on the Brethren site and then I'll
posted it in
find the
TeamSpeak.
link.
It's not actually under off topic. It's under general discussion.
Oh, okay. I saw the
I've been
video.
going to
I
it from
thought
off-topic. That's weird.
That is strange. They might have a jump link there or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool.
Yeah, that's a week from today, right?
Yes. So far, I've only got 2 official sign-ups, but if we do get more, Tina went ahead and she's authorized us for 3 ultimate mech bundles.
Nice. Okay, I'll do what I can to get the word out. And,
We could use some celebrity status like yours to really put it out.
I'm not really a celebrity. As far as Mech Warrior people go, I am nowhere near celebrity, but I do have some people I know who are celebrities that I can reach out to and ask them to spread it around some.
Hey, that'd be awesome. Looking at the site, any tips? Do you think I'm promoting it pretty well, or because I'd like to just try to steer people over to the fundraiser?
You mean the TBRN side or the MWO side?
On the MWO site. When you look at the link, does that draw you in, or should I snazz it up more, or try to do something else with it?
Looks good to me, to be honest. When you get the link big and bold so people can find it and they can go look it up.
That's what I was hoping. I got a couple hits on a Facebook page, so that's working.
Yeah, I like your information page. Oh, is that you, Mars?
Oh yeah, you didn't know I was that pretty, did you?
I never pictured you with a beard before. Looks good.
Actually, it's not what it was. We went to this place. It's a bourbon barber. They've got a bar and a barber shop there, and I had the guy clean it up because I'd never got a straight razor shave before. And I just told him, well, you know what it's supposed to look like. Make it look good.
Right.
Not thinking this guy's Puerto Rican, so I've got this razor thin straight line mustache now.
One of those pencil
Oh, no.
or something? That's awesome, man. I think your page looks good. I think your MWO post looks good. I think your Brethren post looks good. I'm going to put it out on a couple other sites I know of, if that's okay with you.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Thank you.
No problem. And we'll see what we can gather. But I will be there next Friday. It's actually my day off, so that helps. And I should be there to help host and maybe even compete, depending on how many people we have show up.
Excellent. That's excellent. I mean, basically, we can't lose since Tina put up the prizes. I mean, there's no way to lose. It's just like to get some people there.
She's giving 1 ultimate mech pack, you say?
She up to 3, depending on how many people we get.
Wow.
Since I don't want to. Yeah, so I figure if we get like 30 people, we could have 3 matches and give away 3 prizes.
I've still got 2 500 MC codes, some premium time 7-day codes, and a bunch of mech bay codes she gave us too for our last event for Viper's TV2 tournament.
Oh, cool.
Which I can put toward that as well. We have some drawings. be
Let's
cool.
see how many folks we get.
Yeah. Well, I hope it works out. And it's pretty cool. Let me see what I can do about that over the weekend to get the word out a little bit. Alright guys, I'm going to run. I have a phone call coming in from a family member. But,
10-4.
thanks for
Thanks,
participating
Nightmare.
tonight. No problem. I'll catch y'all later.
Thanks much.
Have a good night.
Disconnected.